You haven't thought about Pokémon cards in years. Not seriously. They're a childhood memory, like an old game you loved before life got louder. School, work, bills, and all the adult stuff that turns hobbies into dust-covered boxes in storage. Today is not a big day. It's a cleanup day. You tell yourself you're finally going to organize the storage space. You're going to throw out old junk, keep what matters, and stop living with your past stacked in random piles. You start moving boxes. You find old wires, broken chargers, papers you don't need. You toss some. You keep some. You wipe dust off plastic bins and try not to breathe too deep. Then you see it. A binder. Not a new binder. Not something you bought as an adult. A thick, beat-up binder with a faded plastic cover and worn edges. The zipper looks tired. The spine has a crack. The front has a small sticker mark where something used to be. Your chest tightens because you recognize it. You sit down on the floor with it in your lap. The room is quiet except for cardboard shifting and the faint squeak of plastic. You put your fingers on the zipper and hesitate for a second. Not because you're scared, because you know what this will do to you. You unzip it. The sound is small, but it feels loud. You open the cover. The smell hits first. Old paper. Old plastic sleeves. It's a weird smell, but it pulls memories out of you like a magnet. A lunch table. A friend leaning in. Someone saying, "I'll trade you two for that one." You turn the first page. There they are. Pokémon cards in clear sleeves lined up like tiny windows into your childhood. Some are scratched. Some have bent corners. Some look better than they should after years in storage. You flip slowly, smiling at cards you used to love, cards you used to show off, cards you once thought were rare just because they looked shiny. You laugh quietly when you see one that is clearly damaged. You remember exactly how it happened. The binder fell. You pretended you didn't care. You cared a lot. You keep flipping. Page after page, the nostalgia gets heavier. You don't just see cards. You see younger you. The kid who could be excited over something simple. The kid who could be happy without needing a reason. Then you reach a page that makes you stop. Because one card on this page looks different. Not loud, not dramatic, just different. The colors look cleaner than the cards around it. The edges look sharper. The shine feels smoother. Even the way it sits in the sleeve looks like it was protected on purpose. You lean closer. Your brain starts asking a question before you even touch it. Why does this one look so clean? You slide the card out slowly. You hold it between two fingers like it might crack if you breathe too hard. Then you tilt it under the light. The shine moves across the surface in a way that feels right. Not cloudy, not cheap. Your stomach drops a little because you realize something simple. You don't remember this card. You try to force a memory, a pack opening, a trade, a birthday gift. Nothing. It's like the card was placed here by a version of you that disappeared. And not remembering makes it worse because now the card feels important. Forgotten things sometimes turn out to matter. You grab your phone. You type the card name into a search. At first, you're not serious. You're just curious. You just want to know what it is. The results load. You scroll. You see prices. Some are low, some are normal. Then you see one that makes your thumb stop. A number that feels wrong, too high, too dramatic. Your brain immediately tries to explain it away. It must be a fake listing. It must be a graded version. It must be someone hoping a clueless buyer will fall for it. But the number sticks anyway. You scroll more. You see the same card again and again, and the prices jump all over the place. Then you start noticing why. Condition matters. Addition matters. Small details matter. And grading matters. You look down at the card in your hand again, and the excitement starts pushing at the walls of your chest. Then you catch yourself. Excitement before proof is how people get hurt. You don't celebrate yet. You don't tell anyone yet. You don't even fully believe it yet. You examine the card like you're studying a tiny piece of evidence. You check the corners. You check the edges. You check the surface for scratches that only show up when the light hits at the wrong angle. It's not perfect, but it's better than you expected. Better than it has any right to be after sitting in storage. You look back at the rest of the binder. Most cards show their age. This one looks like it was protected, like someone knew. That thought makes your skin go cold, because now you're thinking, if someone knew, why don't you remember? You decide to do the first smart thing. You protect it. You find the cleanest sleeve you can, you slide the card in carefully, then you look around until you find a small hard case from an old accessory box. It's not made for cards, but it's hard. It's better than leaving it loose. You place the sleeved card inside and close the lid. Your hands shake a little. Not fear, possibility. Then you notice something else. A folded piece of paper tucked into the back pocket of the binder. You don't remember it being there, but you pull it out. It's old. The handwriting is messy, like a kid wrote it fast. There are only a few words. Don't trade this. No name, no date. Just that sentence. Your stomach drops, because that means someone, maybe you, believed this card mattered back then, and somehow you forgot. You sit there on the floor with the binder open, the note in your hand, and the card case next to you, feeling like your childhood just left you a message you didn't understand until now. You don't know what to do with that feeling, so you focus on the practical. You need a real opinion, not random internet listings, not strangers online, a real person who knows cards. The next day, you drive to a local trading card shop. The drive is normal, but your brain isn't. You keep checking your pocket like the case might vanish. You park and stare at the shop sign for a second before going in. Inside, the shop smells like cardboard and clean air conditioning. Glass cases line the walls, packs are stacked behind the counter. People flip through boxes with focused eyes, like they are hunting treasure. You walk to the counter and wait. A worker looks up. "What can I help you with?" You try to keep your voice normal. "Can you take a look at a card?" He nods like it's no big deal. You pull out the case slowly and place it on the counter like it's fragile. He opens it and slides the card out carefully. He looks at it for 2 seconds, then 5, then 10, and you feel your pulse jump because his face changes. Not shocked, just serious. He tilts the card under the light, he checks the edges, he flips it and checks the back, he looks closely at small details you didn't even know mattered. Then he looks up at you and asks a question that hits harder than any price online. "Where did you get this?" You swallow. "It was in my childhood binder." He doesn't smile, he doesn't laugh, he looks back at the card and says slowly, "This is interesting." Interesting can mean valuable. Interesting can mean fake. Interesting can mean you're about to be disappointed. You ask the only question that matters. "Is it real?" He pauses. "I can't guarantee anything without deeper checks," he says, "but it looks promising." Promising. That word makes your chest tighten. He glances toward the back room and says, "Do you mind if I show this to my manager?" You nod. He walks away with your card, and suddenly you're standing in a shop full of strangers, staring at a door, waiting like your future is behind it. A minute passes, then another. Finally, the manager comes out. Older, calm, focused. He holds the card like it isn't just cardboard. He asks the same question. "Where did you get this?" You give the same answer. He studies your face for a second, like he's deciding if you're lying. Then he looks back down. This is the kind of card people fake. Your heart drops. Then he adds, "But this doesn't look like a cheap fake." Your breath catches. He points out details in simple terms, the way the shine moves, the way the print looks, the way the back color matches, the way the edges cut. He isn't hyping you up, he's being careful. Then he says, "If this grades well, it could be real money." The words "real money" land in your body like electricity. He continues, "Grading takes time and it's not guaranteed. Sometimes people think they found gold and it comes back average." You nod because you need reality. You need a warning. You need something that keeps you from running outside and shouting. You ask, What should I do? He doesn't pressure you to sell it to the shop. He doesn't lowball you. He says, protect it. Don't show it to random people. If you want, we can help you submit it for grading. You take the card back and put it in the case again, carefully, like it's a small animal you don't want to scare. Outside, the world looks the same, but your brain feels different, because now the possibility is real enough to follow you home. That night, you open the binder again and flip through every page more slowly. You look at cards you used to ignore. You check corners. You check shine. You look for anything else that feels different. You don't find another card like that one, but you do find one more small note tucked behind a sleeve. 2 words. Keep safe. Your throat tightens again. You close the binder and sit there in silence, realizing your childhood didn't just leave you cards, it left you a secret. Over the next few days, you learn just enough to feel nervous. You learn that condition is everything. You learn that one tiny flaw can change a card's value. You learn that the waiting is part of the game. Then, you make the decision. You submit the card for grading. You hand it over and watch it disappear into a process you can't control. And that's when the real suspense begins. Because now you are waiting. Days pass. Then weeks. Every time your phone buzzes, your stomach flips. You check your email too often. You imagine results. You imagine the best case. You imagine the worst case. Then one morning, you see it. An email. Subject line, grading results available. Your heart starts pounding. Your finger hovers over the screen. Because opening that email is opening your future. You tap it. The page loads. For a second, you can't see the grade clearly. Then it comes into focus, and your breath stops. Because now you know what that different feeling really meant. Now you know what you found. And whatever that number is, everything changes from here.